This is the story of a man who lived completely alone on an island for 50 years. No neighbors, no shops, no roads, just the ocean, the sky, and his will to survive. But why would anyone choose this life? And how did he last so long? Our story begins with a man named Masafumi Nagasaki. He wasn't a celebrity. He wasn't rich. In fact, he lived like the exact opposite of society. When he was 50 years old, he left everything behind, his job, his city, his family, and moved to a tiny island in Japan. The island had no electricity, no running water. No one else lived there. It was just him and nature, separated from the rest of the world. Most people would last a day, maybe a week. He stayed for half a century. Every morning, he woke up with the sun and followed the rhythm of nature. He collected rainwater to drink. He ate what he could find. Fruit, rice he brought once a year from the mainland, and fish from the sea. His clothes wore out, so he began living almost entirely naked, believing it kept him connected to nature. His home was a simple hut built from driftwood, rope, and anything the sea washed up on shore. Day after day he lived in silence. No phones, no internet, no television. The sound of waves and the cries of seabirds were his only companions. But why did he do this? He once said, "I didn't like the complicated world. Here, I can be free." For him, solitude wasn't punishment, it was peace. He believed modern life was too noisy, too fast, too full of stress. On the island, he found clarity and calm. Ironically, while most people search for success in money or fame, he found his success in isolation. But not everyone agreed with his choices. Local authorities worried about his safety and his health. After 50 years, when he grew too old and weak to live alone, the government forced him to return to society. Imagine, after decades of silence, suddenly being surrounded by people, traffic, machines, and noise. For him, that was the real prison. This man's story is not just about survival, it's about freedom. He reminds us that happiness doesn't always come from more. Sometimes it comes from less, from stripping life down to its simplest form. Would you survive 1 week on a deserted island? The answer might tell you more about yourself than you think.